Why, hello. It's me, the Hidden Object Guru. I hope you're having a good day. I know I am. Let's start the stream off the only way I know how. By playing video games on it. Probably didn't sell that as well as I could have. That one's on me. Check it out. I was recently sent a copy of Virtual Battlegrounds. It comes out tomorrow, and it's, excuse me, you know, fake PUBG, but with VR. So I'm pretty excited to get into that. Actually, desperately excited to get into that. So look forward to seeing videos of this thing soon. Oh, look at how cute that looks. I'm going to be so bad at this game. Hopefully there will be enough of us playing to keep things, what's that called? Hopping. Is that what the kids say?
Yep.
She's judging me, but in a nice way.
Not nice.
Ouch!
Sorry.
You just get worse and worse, lady. Nah, I'm not surprised. You're a terrible human being.
Hey!
But that's why I love you.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do this. Anytime you want to finish loading, Doom. I'm excited to finish you so we can start playing Ori 2. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. It looks fantastic. I don't know if you've seen the graphics on this bad boy, but it looks even more beautiful than the first one. And that's saying something. Finish that map okay?
Uh-huh.
That board okay? Can't believe I said map.
I knew what
When
you
I was
meant.
obviously talking about a board. Now, where were we? We're on the final level of the game, which they're nice enough to call Final Sin. How can I put this nicely? As we established last time, I have completely emotionally checked out of this game and don't care whether I win or lose. This thing is so bonkersly badly designed, I would not be surprised were 2 Marauders to show up at the same time in this next level. Well, that looks good. Okay. Apparently the icon of Sin is in a mood.
The Doom Marine cannot save you.
No one can save you. No. That's just because you haven't heard about the Doom Slayer, baby. I shouldn't have called you baby. That was very disrespectful. Let me make up for it via murder. Wait, what? You know what? I stand by that. Okay, let's... Oh! That one looks pretty nice. Do I have any challenges for this level? I didn't check. None. Nice. How am I suddenly bad at hitting this guy with the one way you're supposed to hit? The whole game, I got no problem doing it. And suddenly, here in the last 3 levels, I'm completely incapable of getting this guy. It's very weird. Anyway, we're... Ah! Oh my god, I love that thing too much. Speaking of, Blood Punch. Okay, I thought that was going to do more damage than it did. Oh, okay, Sarah. God, I love that I can toggle up 2 Blood Punches now. Check it out. 1, and... Okay, I was going to do the second one. Oh, you saw what happened. Blood Punch. Blood Punch. Hey, it's this kitten.
Kitten.
Now, kittens are more dignified when you cut off their legs. It's the most horrifying thing I've ever said.
Yeah.
Now you know. Yeah, but even then, I'm almost as much as I feel against it. You're only slightly less strong about it than I am. I don't know anyone nicer to kittens than I am. Hey, buddy. Prepare to die, okay? Whoa, nice. That actually looks pretty good. So see, this is the kind of thing where it's just fun to play the game, right? And then you spend the whole game, ever since this jerk appeared for the first time, you're then forced to spend the entire game saying, hey, when is that jerk going to show up and ruin all of my fun? Because he always does. If you go from having a good time, chopping up demons with stupidly elaborate weapons, and then suddenly, oh, no, you have to play Doom defensively. You might say, defensive Doom? That's an oxymoron. And you'd be right, it is. Or it was. Until some idiot added a Marauder to the game. Thank you. Any more guys for me to kill? Oh, plenty. Good. Yes, I want all your armor. Give it to me. Oh, I love you, big glass. Don't ever change. Yeah, I should really try the microwave on some dudes. Whoa, whoops. No, I don't want to use my shotgun. I never want to use my shotgun. Alright, so. Now, microwave beam. Alright, I have to charge it up by a chainsaw. Alright, let's see how this guy copes with a microwave beam. I know that was a waste, but I really wanted to do it, and it did. Alright, here we go. Microwave beam. To the rescue. Right, 234 microwave points. Nope. Well, that was every microwave point I had. And it didn't work. Oh, nice. Love when that happens. Oh, poor guy. I don't hugely feel sorry for him. He is a demon prince or some such, but, you know, still. What's that giant wall of flame about? Is that just letting me know that I haven't finished the demon arena yet? Probably, right? I'm doing great, Horror King, and yourself? Hopefully you're also well. Thank you. Alright, who's next? Oh, there he is. No, that's not him. Damn it. Who's this Hepcat? Hey, the heat beam. Does that also damage shields? Or does that not damage shields? Because I have never checked into that. And I feel like I've just been assuming it would. I've never actually done the research. Doesn't look like it did, does it? Oh, it's hard to tell. Alright, what's I supposed to finish him off with? Oh yes, blood punches. Ah, it didn't work. Got rid of his, the double blood punch got rid of his, platform though, so that's something. Sorry, pal. Yeah? Oh, I wasted my blood punch again. Hey, cool! We did it! All I had to do was finish him off when we opened up the next area. I mean, I didn't kill all of his friends, so it was kind of stupid for me to stop, but, you know, needs must when the devil drives. Oh, I shouldn't laugh so much when that kills people, but it's a really good visual. Ah, there we go. Alright, so anything left to get out here? No? So we've got 1, 2, that's rest of this area. So we got a combat arena there, there, and then Icon of Sin? Then the Icon of Sin. Probably. Yeah, that looks like the Icon of Sin right there. Oh, and he's got BFG ammo right in front of him. Oh, what kind of Easter egg are you eating, if I may ask? Probably should have checked which way to go. Oh, okay, it was back here. Aww. Humans are fighting back. Love it. Okay. There is right down there a Revenant just kind of hanging out. Oh, that one made me happy. Oh, we have a free man coming out. Oh, this was the secret. I thought this was just like the way it was supposed to go. Huh. Puzzling. So where is it compared to around this corner? Oh, yeah. Hey guys. Good night. Nestle egg. And what does Nestle put in their chocolate eggs, if I may ask?
If you cannot stop him, Earth has no hope for survival.
I'm working on it. Although, frankly, I don't need this kind of pressure. Voice of Samuel Hayden. AI with Samuel Hayden's personality. Thank you for the green light that tells me where I'm supposed to jump to. That is actually very helpful. What? Alright, I guess that's it. Oh. I trusted the wrong green. That one's on me. Ah, here we go. Okay. One, two, jump. Oh, it's just a regular Nestle chocolate egg. Gotcha. Yes, Nestle makes a, so like chocolate all the way through, one of those chocolate with a candy coating. It's kind of like a Smartie, but it's an egg. Hey guys. Uh-oh. Oh, that pleases me. Oh my god, it's like the first time I've ever successfully machine gun someone with 4 barrels and put them into a stun state without killing. Oh, so beautiful. Wait, I'm using that word wrong again, aren't I? Hey guys! So long story short, I need stuff. And I'm going to kill you to get that stuff. Problem? We're on the same page? Good. I'm getting a little better at using this minigun, which I should. It's my favorite weapon. Ah! Well, that was fun. I don't know how you missed, buddy, but... Yes, Cadbury, or Fry's Cocoa, as they used to be called, does have the best Cadbury eggs. Seriously, I didn't know they were originally released under the Fry's Cocoa label. When did we find that out? Like last year? We found it out quite recently. That originally Fry's Cocoa had put out the Cadbury, what we think of as the Cadbury egg. Oh, hello. Was there a reason to do that? I mean, I assume there was, but... strange. Let's look around to make sure there's nothing on the other side. Hey, we've already killed half of the enemies on the level? That can't be right. There's like 4 fight sequences left to go. Now whatever. South of the border. Down Mexico way.
Can someone kill this idiot, please?
Oh, I see why I was supposed to do that. Ew. That's disgusting. I assume I'm going to need the extra lives at some point, because I'm not great at this.
Oh, my brothers
Hey, it's
and
her.
sisters. Something wonderful is coming. Something truly wonderful.
She's psyched about the icon of sin. What do you have there in Ireland? I assume this is something chocolate related. Of course, I can't say for... Oh, damn! There's one thing we're learning about the icon of sin today. It's that he hates sky bridges. It's like the 3rd sky bridge he's wrecked. It's like, dude, don't you know how nice it is to walk on sky bridges? Although I guess when you're 200 feet tall, there aren't a lot of sky bridges big enough for him. Good night. He's jealous, yeah. That's what I was thinking. I'm glad you're with me on this one. Well, no, we don't normally have the Terry's Chocolate Orange Bar,
Yeah, you do.
but if you go to stores that sell weird chocolate, you can get them here. But it's like if you just go to a grocery store or a corner store, you're not going to have the Terry's Chocolate Orange Bar. But, like, we have seen them in many, many stores. So you can 100% get them in Canada, but they're not something that's, like, marketed extensively in Canada and, quote-unquote, chocolate mainstream in Canada. By the way, I love that I said quote-unquote there as if chocolate mainstream is a term that anyone had ever used before. She has no response to that. They talk about the chocolate mainstream all the time. Oh, crap. Bust her. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Well, she seems pissed about something. That's true. On rival ends of the chocolate industry. Devilish, isn't it? No! No! Poor Pinky! Yeah, because they have, yeah, and they had to do of the way they make the chocolate, and they had to sign what? Non-disclosure agreements that even after they stop working there, they can't talk about how the chocolate is made. I actually once listened to an interview with one of the guys from Mars, who was on NPR, and he was talking about how when they design a chocolate bar, like it's, and they're like, yeah, taste is important, but the thing that's more important than taste is finding a method of production that will be difficult to reverse engineer. Like, we want it to be so difficult to make this chocolate bar that it will not be financially viable for our opposition to make a fake version of the chocolate bar. And we want it to be, like, legit difficult for them to figure out how to make the chocolate bar. And I'm like, that's kind of hilarious. Because I'll say this, what's the terrible bootleg Milky Ways we get? What are they called? You don't? Galaxy bars?
Oh, the Galaxy bars.
Galaxy and Meteor, right, are these fake, cost 25 cent
Mars bars.
Well, no, I was going to say fake, cost 25 cent Mars and Snickers bars. Or Marathon, in case you're not Canadian or American. They call them Marathon in the UK for some reason. Yes, they call them Milky Way. It's very peculiar. Oh, whoops. Well, that was a mistake. Should not have used that.
So anyway, continue about your bad.
Oh, yes. And I gotta say, like, this company, they do a perfectly good job of making a bad product. And you're like, how complicated must it be to make a Mars bar that these guys can't figure out how to make it taste or present even like a Mars bar? Because they like, yeah, we can throw nougat and caramel and chocolate in a lump. Anybody can do that, but we can't make it as fluffy as a Mars bar. We can't make the caramel as rich as a Mars bar, and blah, 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 blah. And it's not just the cost of doing it and they're trying to cheap out. It's literally that they don't know the process by which Mars does this stuff. Wait, I already had full health. Well, this was still fun to play. Oh, Horror King said hello. I know. It's shocking. I'm shocked. I'm sad that my truffles weren't in Canada this year. There's a certain kind of truffle I'm very fond of. It's made by the Russell Stover Corporation. Stop what? Correctly pronunciating the Russell Stover Corporation? Such judgment I get from you. Yes. What's that? Oh no, it's not really a story. I'm just saying it's sad that they didn't come to North America, to Canada this year. Every year, we're generally able to just like find oodles of them where at, right? But this year, for some reason, no, none to be found anywhere. Hey guys, I would like to chainsaw something big. Do you think you'd arrange that game? Thank you. Oh, apparently they stopped calling them Marathon at some point and now call them Snickers in the UK. I didn't know that. Oh, come on! Dick. Alright, so what are we doing? Is there any super weapons around here? No. Come on. I hate you so much. And I'll never stop it, though. So, middle distance, do that. That's it. Wait. The blood punch doesn't even hurt him much? God, you know when you're doing a bad job against this guy when you try to shoot his dog and it proves to be the best you've ever done at interrupting him? Because that's how badly you missed his dog. And I'm out of health. No, I'm trying to chainsaw you. Jerk. I'm trying to run away and get some health. Alright, now we're... Apparently he doesn't even mind that attack. Wait, I thought his shield was gone. What is happening? Alright, let me try something. Thank you. That is not as dramatic. Oh. That's fair, Horror King, but when you get a post office box, let me know, and I will happily mail you some strange Canadian chocolate bars. Because is it fair to say Canada has some of the strangest chocolate bars? Coffee Crisp?
Yeah, coffee crisp.
No. That's not a thing that exists outside of Canada. Like Nestle Crunch. Something that's just ours. Now, my information about that goes back to the early 2000s, so they might have since moved that elsewhere, but like they tried to release it in America and it did not sell. Of course, America has the UK. I don't believe so, because I know it was originally made in Canada for Canadians.
Really?
Yes, Coffee Crisp.
Wow. Well, all the delicious maple chocolate stuff.
Oh yeah,
Which has, you know, started getting very popular the world over, but yeah.
as well it should. Oh, it's expensive to have a PO box there? Well, like I said, it's not a priority. If you ever wind up getting one, let me know, and boom, the chocolate is yours. All right, I should probably just stop wasting those shells and do the shield back and get murder. What you were saying?
Oh, we can send out ketchup chips.
Yes, ketchup chips. The best kind of potato chip. Actually, is there a better kind of... No. I'm trying to think, am I being hyperbolic or is there a better kind of potato chip? And I honestly am having trouble thinking of a better kind of potato chip than... Look at them fighting! Oh, they're so cute! So as you can see, there are 3 nuke shells to pick up there, so I'm just going to use one to start this off. Hey guys, funny story. That did not kill as many of them as I thought it would. It did damage all of them a lot, so that's something. Oh, I thought I could go through... Oh, okay. You okay? So you yawned and hiccuped at the same time?
Yep.
That's a terrifying sound, and I'm glad you survived.
Okay,
Terrifying galley.
They just flew, like, within
Oh, he's dead!
centimeters.
Yes. Actually, that's true. You don't really like birds flying right by your head.
No one does.
That didn't bother me. Don't you remember? When we were in the tiny bird room?
I didn't go in the tiny bird.
No. No, neither of us went to the tiny bird room. The hook for going to the tiny bird room, and this is true, is you get to have tiny birds climbing all over you. Just hold out your arm and they'll just swarm all over to you to get some delicious food. And both of us were like, no thank you. I don't want tiny birds swarming all over me. It worries me that there are enough people that do, that you now market this as a thing.
You never see that movie?
There's this movie called The Bird. It's an educational documentary about what happens when a misogynist tortures a woman. It's also a fictional film about how deadly birds are. But the crazy part is, before then, there was this amazing room that I would go back to in a heartbeat, where, like, there's just plants everywhere, and, you know, 20 different types of small birds just live there peaceably. And it is beautiful. That one I would go to again and again. The mini room, where you give them $5, and they let you... and they let you have birds. I can't see anything. Okay, I couldn't see anything, and I got locked in a corner. That didn't seem super fair. What's that saying? Okay, the buff totem is still active. Yes, the mini bird room. Like, I didn't understand it. It's one of those things where you stare at it, and you're like, how can these parents do this to their children?
And the guy running the room was so, like, shocked that neither one of us wanted to do it.
Yeah.
and kept interacting with you about it. And you were like, well, JoJo the parrot just sat on my arm for like 15 straight minutes and refused to get off me because apparently I'm the height of a tree and I was fun to sit on. So, yeah, I've had my fill of birds today.
No, thank you. Further birds.
By the way, a note
Oh,
to the
nice.
people running the bird sanctuary.
Seriously, where is this buff code?
So, JoJo the parrot.
He's adorable. Don't
He's
get us
adorable.
wrong.
And it looked really cute on you. You're going to charge me $20 for a photo of you with that bird.
Yeah.
And when that bird stayed on you, they didn't keep taking digital photos so I could pick from them.
That was
They
weird.
took 2 shots of you and were like, do you want to buy one of these? And I was like, well, they suck, so no.
Yeah, you didn't catch the 15 minutes of you trying to coax him off my arm and failing.
I would have paid $20 for those. I would have been like, here's my email address. What's that? You want to send me a bunch of spam too? Fine. I'll pay you $20 for all the photos you just took.
Oh, totally. In a
But
second.
no, you wanted to charge me $20 for one shitty photo.
Yep.
And I had to pick which
Yeah.
shitty photo you wanted me to put. And I'm like, do you not understand that this is digital photography?
They're free camera shots. You can just take 100 pictures of me and then let me decide which photo you want. But no. You were too busy trying to get a bird off my arm.
That wasn't even the person taking the photo.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying the company is too busy trying to get a bird off my arm. I'm not going to leave with your bird, people. I'm happy to stay here until it leaves me. Although, given the dents it's left on my arm, like, maybe I should have gotten a refund on my admission? Severe arm denting, that's all I'm saying.
Really glad. You were like, do you want to have a giant parrot sit on you? And I was like, no.
Oh,
And then I was like, I stand by
what
my
do you regret
choices.
not buying, Horror King? No, you made the right choice. Apparently, Horror King regrets not buying something. I can't wait to find out what it is.
Last comment did we not?
That was the one.
Oh.
We were talking about burbs. So, where are you? Where do you hide?
Oh, that's just wrong. No.
Pepsi
That's just
Cheetos.
wrong.
You're talking to a woman who only eats organic Cheetos.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, taste 100 times
Oh
better
my
than
god.
regular Cheetos.
It'll ruin regular Cheetos for you.
I could never go back. Honestly, I could never go
I
back
love
to a
when
regular
the
Cheeto.
first time I had the bag and you were like,
Doesn't that seem a little insanely pricey?
it seems really expensive. And I was like, I don't care. These are the best thing ever. And then finally you tried some and you're like, oh.
Like, oh, okay. Sorry, pal.
We will never send you maple flavored potato chips because they are, what is the technical term for it?
What if
do you
hell?
think taste
Yeah.
like?
What if hell was a flavor?
Yes.
That is what a
It's not real maple.
Taste for this.
It's
It's disgusting.
horrible. It is a novelty chip they produce to sell to tourists coming to Canada, and no actual Canadians eat them.
I'll be honest with you. I regret you not buying the Pepsi Cheetos as well, because I would like to have someone tell me what they taste like.
Well, I do have friends that bought cinnamon Pepsi.
Ew.
Yeah, it was as bad as you had.
You know what's really weird?
I did drink it.
So for a year and a bit, here in Canada, I don't know if they did this. Oh God! Elsewhere in the world, they would sell lemon Schweppes. So it was Schweppes mixed with lemon,
Oh yeah.
and it was delicious
Yeah.
during my youth. And I tried to get it as much as possible because Schweppes with lemon it was
Yeah,
great.
I loved that. That was. Yeah.
And the crazy part is, so they stopped selling it because they do that with every limited time product. It's not, just me they were trying to screw over. But I was sad. And how do I open this? Like a button to shoot or? Anyway, and then they got rid of it, and it took me like a year to realize, you can just buy lemon juice and put it in Schweppes. You can just make that yourself. It's not complicated. And I started doing that, and it tastes way better than lemon Schweppes. So, yeah, Look for your own solutions. What I'm trying to tell you, Horror King, is buy some Cheetos and dip them in Pepsi.
Oh,
That is what I'm trying to suggest that you do.
that's just
It's
wrong.
weird that that's where that story ended up going, but that was the point of that story. Sorry if that was a disturbing trip to
Just
took you.
wrong. Yeah, when did they get rid of lemon?
Oh god, like the mid-90s.
Yeah, because I remember I did that for briefly. Added lemon flavor.
Yeah.
I did. I was like, this is the best thing ever. And then found out I was allergic to lemon, which explains so much of it.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's a lot of bad guys.
By the way, when you're trying to figure out which food you're having an allergic reaction to, and keep forgetting that everything you have has lemon juice in it.
That'd be a bad one, yeah.
It's just
They're delicious. I still do. I'll take it, like, if there's like a lemon slice on a drink, I'll chaw down on that lemon slice once the drink is done. I'll just, you know, bite everything but the rind. As one is supposed to. Don't give me these rind people who are like, oh no, I enjoy rind. No, you don't. You're a filthy. Okay, well that sucks.
so you're not supposed to eat the rind.
No, it's not good for you.
It's not good for you.
But you know, people see them, that thing they do where they take the, like, shave the rind off as a garnish and to use in, confections. So they assume that, oh, you should eat the rind.
Oh, of course they would. Because if any place has the most unusual flavors, it's
Oh no, Japan has even more screwed up flavors than Canada. And that's saying something, because Canada is nothing but screwed up flavors.
Yeah. We really enjoy buying chocolate flavor.
Asian market.
Asian supermarket don't have to go.
You okay?
Yes. Pollen is trying to really.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad today.
Yeah.
It's a funny story. So my favorite thing, I was in Nova Scotia once. That's New Scotland for you people who don't speak Latin. It's a very weird bit I just did.
I know.
Anyway, it just came out of my mouth. I was like,
in
I don't know, but I'm just like,
And
where
you
did
tried
that?
dulse for the first time.
God, no,
You
dulse is
fell in love.
disgusting.
Dulse is so delicious. What are you talking
In case you don't know, dulse is seaweed that you.
Yeah, it's the most
They don't call it
amazing-
dulse anywhere else, as far as I can tell. But edible seaweed is a thing all over. I just think we're the only ones who call it dulse because I think that's actually a brand name in Canada. Is it a brand name or is it just a type? Because it always says it on the package. And I only see it from that one maker, so I assume they are the Dulce Corporation.
I don't. But my grandfather, it might be one of those things like Kleenex where everybody
Just calls it that, yeah.
Because my grandfather always referred to it as dulce, but as you saw, the brand he loved, like one of the types he loved the most, I saw sold as the TNT.
Yeah.
Which then I looked at the soda. I was literally going to buy it because I was like, oh, I'm stealing it from Grandpa. Oh my god, this is the best! And then I looked at the sodium in it, and I was like, I'm just gonna put this.
There's no nice way to say this. Every bite of seaweed, this is not, it's going to sound like an exaggeration. Every bite of it is 25% salt. No, 25%. I just said that.
That one had, that specific package had a daily allotment of sodium in each station.
Yep.
It was
100% of your daily allotment. That's 2 grams of sodium.
There was so much salt in it.
Do you know how much that would cost if it were cocaine? A lot. So anyway, I'm in Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
One of our 5 best provinces.
Yeah, I did the math.
Yeah, that's good. I'm sorry, New Brunswick, you didn't make the cut. It's fine. It's not Nova Scotia, and it sure as hell ain't DI, BC,
Alberta.
Ontario, or Newfoundland. That's right, I included Newfoundland. Why? Because it's the best place. No, I've seen lots of pictures.
Oh my god, you would love Newfoundland.
Of course I would. I love the ocean and rocky crags.
Yes, it's amazing.
It's a giant
You
rocky
would love
crag.
the Viking Village. It's so
course.
awesome.
If I had the opportunity to, for work or some such, move to Newfoundland, I would take it in a second. Not as much as I would take moving to PEI, the best province. But, you know, it's second.
Alright,
Anyway.
that was good. Go.
And so I'm in a restaurant, and I'm like, oh, do you have ginger ale? No, we just have this. And this is a true fact, Schweppes Dark Ginger Ale. and it's ginger beer made by the Schweppes Corporation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is this? This is the best thing I've ever had in my life. It was a startlingly delicious product. And they're like, yeah, that's just what we get here. And I'm like, how have I never heard of this before? And it turns out it is sold almost entirely just in Asian regions. So I was never able to find it because the Asian markets, if you go to Toronto, the Asian markets all have it. Asian markets in Ottawa, not so much. Ottawa does not get a great list of products. I'm sad.
We do now.
Now we do.
Everything.
And it's great because when we got an Asian market here in town,
I mean, if you thought
when the Asian market first started, they miraculously had that product. And for a year and a half, I drank that product all of the damn time. And then, for reasons I will never understand, they stopped carrying it.
you were actually able to get that product in other stores as
No!
well. Like all the all the other grocery stores and drugstores were started carrying it.
Yeah.
And then it went away.
Yep. They let it go. Where is this guy? Alright, so I'm looking for... Oh, there he is.
To find it. Sorry, as I was trying to say, if you've ever done groceries in Chinatown.
You son of a...
There, but
No, I tried Canada's Chinatown. Oh. Sorry, Ottawa's Chinatown. The markets just didn't have it. I was very sad. Yeah, like, I looked
I
for this.
swear I've seen it.
I mean, it might have happened once or twice, but I used to live in Chinatown markets because I lived very close to Chinatown.
Oh, God.
And no, they generally did not have it.
As we found out, we were the opposite ends of Chinatown, but around the same time, I think.
Yeah, fairly close. Just die already.
That's like stuff in your university.
Yep, we're doing the Icon of Sin boss fight. Okay. Weird reaction. Don't know how that guy ended up on the floor, but it made me happy. He's excited about a Die Hard poster. It is the best movie. To a certain extent, it's not clear why we need other movies than Die Hard. Boom. Are we done? Oh, we're done. They didn't make me kill the last guy. That's weird. The Icon of Sin. I keep telling you that over and over again.
I thought that was the eye. Get it? Icon of Sin.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No, it's not that literal. The game is not that literal. Uh-oh. Oh, that doesn't damage me. So you're painting your own version of the Die Hard. Well, painting. Drawing? Yeah, is it a collage? Are you doing it entirely digitally? Inquiring minds want to know. That's a reference to a series of TV commercials from the 1980s. That's how old I am. I'm referencing TV commercials from the 1980s. National Enquirer.
Oh, right.
They use, and that's the thing that's really going to blow your mind. The National Enquirer used to advertise on television.
Yeah.
That's how little it used to cost to advertise on television. Like, literally, you would turn on TV, and it would be an ad for, like, some guy's guitar shop. And I'd be watching WKRP in the middle of the afternoon and be like, hey, you like WKRP? I bet you'd like some guy's guitar shop. And I never would. I would not be interested in some guy's guitar shop. But they would always think I was. Alright, straight ahead? Straight ahead.
Whereas now we just get advertisements on our phone based on whatever we were talking about in front of our phone that day.
It's pretty upsetting.
What was the thing we were talking about that I randomly started getting ads for?
Was it Hammock or was it,
Oh, no. It was...
the laundry rack?
No, we were talking... The laundry rack thing happened. But
Yeah.
we were talking about the fact that you had a voice recording job.
Right, and
in
it offered
front of
classes
my phone, and my phone started offering classes
for how to voice act.
for voice acting. And I was like,
Yeah.
this is uncomfortable.
That was creepy.
Yeah. It's something I've never searched for.
Yes.
Also, if you know, it's not hard to voice act. Not that it's not hard. It's not
It
hard
is definitely hard to
Well,
voice
no,
it.
it is hard. It's just if you know acting, it's not.
Yeah, but most people don't know
The
acting.
gods will walk amongst us
Yeah,
once
but
again.
I don't
Only
think the
then
ad was
shall
for
they
us.
find salvation.
I mean, except in the most literal sense of the term. Okay. Alright, let's do this. That actually sounds pretty creepy, Spongy. Spider demon that had lots of extra limbs as well. Alright, Ecton of Sin, what's your deal? Oh, Sammy has something to say? I missed it. This is the plan? Let's go down and tackle these dudes. That didn't work. What's that? Yeah, because he knew that if he couldn't sell it to the
Yes.
studio, he could repurpose it as an episode about as a double episode of Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and that way he could. Yeah. And then if he sold it, he could use the budget for his TV show to shoot it.
Do you know? You used to be able to buy movie tickets and walk into a movie at any time of its run.
Yeah.
So, say a movie was.
Not only any time of its run, you were just buying admission, literally admission to the theater. You could stay as long as you wanted.
So you could stay as long as you wanted, and Psycho is the movie that put a stop to that.
Yeah, and because literally people would like walk into a movie, watch the last 15 minutes of the movie, then wait 5 minutes, it would start over again, and they would see the rest of the movie. And Psycho was like, nope. After the movie starts, you can't come in. And everybody else did that as well, which is a little weird, but you got used to it quickly enough. Okay, well that's a waste of words. I was enjoying
Glad
myself.
they finally gave us
Oh, I know.
decades of ridiculous. The moment they were like, you can buy your tickets online, we were like, great. So assigned seating, they were like, oh no, you still come to the theater and take your chances on actually getting in to see that movie. You're
Yeah.
like, then why the F would I ever buy
Buy your tickets before coming down. Will there be a seat held for me on opening night? Oh no, you might get there and the thing's sold out. But I bought my ticket in advance. They're like, yup.
But if you showed up to the movie theater and bought your ticket in advance, you were guaranteed a seat.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Horror King. He had to use. They wouldn't give him the money to make it. They were hemming and hawing, so he used the budget for Alfred Hitchcock Presents the TV show, 2 episodes worth to make Psycho instead, and he was going to repurpose it as episodes if they wouldn't distribute it. It was super cheap. Would have been a special movie. So, I watched this thing where Jason Bateman was talking about all of his jobs, his various film and TV jobs. And I'm sad he left off like the 2 sitcoms he got after Arrested Development, where they kept trying to get him a job, and it just never took. Yeah, it's just he didn't mention it. It's very weird. He mentioned the 85 shows he did as a child and teenager. But like the period between Arrested Development and his movie work, nothing. Destroy his armor pierces to disable his protective energy shell. Shooting the exposed energy shell deals no damage. Okay. Gotcha.
So he's like a robot dude?
Robot Minotaur, yeah. Well, what you gotta remember is, all of Doom is based on heavy metal albums. So you have to ask, what would be the final boss in a heavy metal album cover? And the answer is, giant space minotaur. Giant robot space minotaur. Oh, that made me happy.
You would think Winifred.
What's that?
Winifred said, you think after all these years, people who almost stopped classic pieces of media from existing wanted them might have been.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen.
But the problem is there's no concrete like algorithm for them to understand. No one can like explain to them why something is good because they have no taste and no concept of what is.
Yeah.
So,
Or else, I mean, I'm gonna give you the ultimate proof of this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg has a film career. Like people, it's not even the people pay to go see Mark Wahlberg. They just keep putting him in movies. What is this? I saw one of these.
Who the F thought Mark Wahlberg would make a good Spencer? By the way, I saw the stupid Spencer for Hire movie, and it sucked worse than I thought it would.
It was pretty bad even for a Netflix Spencer movie.
For the first 5 minutes, I was like, actually, this might be okay. No.
No, this got real bad, real.
No.
Oh, come on.
Well, and what I love is they rewrote his origin story so that his origin story means he could never become a PI.
Yep. Fun fact, if you're an ex-con, you can't be a PI. Oh, they're blood punches. That's what the golden glove is.
In most states.
In most states. Boom. I think he doesn't look exactly. I mean, he looks a lot like the Power Rangers villain. I'm not going to deny that. The icon of sin here. Like I could see them having to build up a Megazord to fight him. I could see that happen. I was going to give you some pushback on that, but then I took a good look at him. Like, that's just accurate.
Like I always go back to.
Depends what story you're talking about.
Yeah.
What story?
It was told in conflict chapters.
What are you talking about?
The Green Lantern story.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I always go back to the story about Green Lantern and someone being in a pitch meeting and was like actually hired to write a Green Lantern movie. This is before the Ryan Reynolds movie was even thought of.
Yeah, this is years early.
Years early. And some studio exec, we figured out who, we're not going to say who,
Nope.
was in the room and said, yeah, this is all well and good, but can we get rid of the ring? That's faggy.
Yep.
And I'm using a direct quote of what was said in the room. And that person, who happened to be a huge fan of Green Lantern, was like, holy shit, I have to get fired from this job immediately. Because I cannot write this movie if I have to deal with someone who thinks the ring in Green Lantern is faggy. Excuse me, use that word, but that was the actual word that was used.
It's true. It's very disgusting.
And you're like, Jesus H.
Hollywood doesn't have the slightest idea what it's doing.
I think I could say who that.
No, you're not going to say who that movie is.
No, because we figured it out.
Even still, it could make it look like you were betraying the writer's confidences. So you're not going to say who it was.
Which I don't even know. Like I said, the story was. I have had the story confirmed by that.
Oh yeah.
The story was not originally told.
Why does this guy keep
by
blowing
that.
up? Anyway. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. And I've always hoped that was the one where they were suggesting what's her name?
Julia Roberts?
Julia Roberts. And I've always hoped it was like, oh, we're gonna do this great Oscar-based movie? Great! What
You know, Julia Roberts needs one of those.
And like, I'm sure that person just didn't know what the movie was about, although it's shocking because it's Harry Tubman. But I've always tried to imagine someone in that room being like, it's a movie about Harry Tubman.
Yeah, still not doing a ton of politics here. But I will say that one of the most baffling things that it's like, that has the Trump people have done is try to put the brakes on Harriet Tubman getting on the $20 bill.
Yeah, that is weird.
Like, because America was in this weird position where there was this wonderful, huge grassroots movement to try and get her on the $20 bill. And that's a great idea. She's wonderful, and that would have been great for the country. And the problem was that there are, racists in America, who not only do they not want a woman on their money, because racists are also all sexist. That's just a weird fact. Even the women, it's very strange. Right, racists are also always all sexist. So they get in this strange position where they don't want to explain why they don't want her on money, but they're just like, no, she's not important enough, she's not a major figure, but they try to pull that nonsense. There we go. All of the cash I can handle. Thank you. So anyway, and I'm thinking, well, you know, they're going to say it, it's going to get done, they're going to start building the thing, and it's too late to stop. What happened? Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about, Phoenix.
You're talking about a game.
Of course you're talking about a game. Well, of course Icon of Sin sounds like a cow. It's a minotaur. Oh.
What's he saying?
No, he says, oh. But it's obviously cow-related.
But I want it to be like a cartoon, like a sarcastic cartoon cow, like on Garfield.
Ah, okay.
I want it to be the most ridiculous sounding thing in the world. That would make me happy.
I understand completely, and I'm not judging you for that. Alright, here we go.
Yeah.
That's true.
Or know how the con studio is at.
But people love that Legends of Tomorrow. But they managed to do a good episode about the Civil War.
Oh, right.
Hey, I took off his head plate.
Did I miss a comment?
Yeah, I just wasn't paying attention.
Oh,
Boom! Hey, guy. Oh, wait. Oh, I can finally use the laser sword on her.
yeah. Oh my god, their Civil War episode
Yeah, I didn't
of
see
Legends of
anything.
Tomorrow is amazing! Although Legends of Tomorrow is the best Arrowverse show.
Yeah.
Followed closely by
Supergirl, obviously.
Supergirl.
Well, obviously Supergirl.
And then Flash.
Yeah.
Flash has done a lot.
Whoa!
You should really watch more Flash.
Well, I do love their elongated
Yeah,
man,
the
so
introduction of Elongated Man is where you start watching and then you just...
be fine from that. So, now to do something. I'm not fans of giant minotaurs either, or as people call them, giant cows. You probably shouldn't, because not everyone has beaten that game. What the hell? You're annoying me, weirdo. You know what happens to people who annoy me? They get laser sworded. Okay, I'm in real trouble health-wise. If I could just... Ow. Steal some health from you, that would be... Thank you. Right, where was I? Yes. Thank you, and... Come on! Whoa! Why did he... Oh, right! When he does that, it causes everybody to explode. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, Black Lightning is pretty solid. I find it very slow moving though, so
What's
I
that?
haven't Black Lightning.
No Black
So
Lightning.
I haven't finished watching all of it. The Flash gets better again. I'm wanting to say season 4, season 5.
Alright, I'm in real trouble
I was
here.
at the point where I was ready to give up on it, and I was like, I think
There
I'm
we
done
go.
with the Flash. And then I think I was sick or something. And the new season of the Flash is just uploaded to Netflix, and I was like, I guess I'll watch it. Then they introduced Elongated Man, and I was in. And it was the best season. It's season 4 or 5, wherever they introduced it.
Yeah, you can just check the credits for when he shows up, and that's when you have to start watching
He
again.
shows up, and you're like,
Oh.
I am so happy.
He is the best. Oh, Pinky. Gotcha.
I haven't watched the Harley Quinn show yet, but yeah, Doom Patrol was pretty good.
People really seem to like the Harley Quinn show.
Yeah, I don't know why I haven't watched it, but something.
I don't think it's on any of the services we subscribe to.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, we have it on Stack.
Okay. I always forget about the existence of Stack. Largely because of its deeply stupid
And I
name.
enjoyed Batwoman too. Again, slow moving and has one critical error that I'm hoping they'll drop that plot point and then it's like a good season and just, get on with it doing Batwoman.
Yeah. But trying to give someone a sibling who's a supervillain almost never goes well. I don't understand why his yell blows up enemies.
Well, it's
relatively
astonishing to me
unharmed.
that in the TV shows they can actually do decent storytelling in DC,
Oh.
but their movies mostly suck.
It's true.
Like, I enjoyed
Well-
Wonder Woman. Shazam was excellent.
Part of it is that when you have a giant $200 million movie, every single executive wants a say.
Yeah.
Whereas with the TV show, which is much lower stakes,
Oh, yeah.
you're pretty much free to do what you want if you've got a good track record. But you can have the best track record in the world. You can literally have made unbelievably high grossing film The Avengers, and you're still going to have the studio micromanaging every single thing you do on Avengers 2. Like, it doesn't matter that you made the biggest grossing movie ever up to that point. They will micromanage everything to the detriment of the finished product. Yes! There we go!
I mean, there's still, I still maintain there is an excellent Marvel
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Star Wars, on the other hand, yeah, that's a problem.
Oh, yeah.
I also enjoyed the Harley Quinn movie.
Yeah, Harley Quinn movie's great.
That was great.
Really good. I had only one problem with the whole Harley Quinn movie. Boom. Laser sword. I have one armor piece left to go. Ah. Whoa. Hey, it did it!
Oh, did you hear the news about who's probably directing Doctor Strange 2?
No. Dan Harmon?
No.
Would have made sense. He did very well in the first one. Rewriting the role.
Sam Raimi,
Oh, that's a good fit.
right? Like, okay.
Hey, dear game, you didn't actually tell me what to do after I've stripped off all of his armor. Is there like a next step to this you want to fill me in on? Or something? Because I'm almost dead here. And now I am dead. Yeah, this is bad. I got killed because the game didn't bother telling me what to do. Great. That's
Yeah,
fine.
we had a lot of fun going to see the Harley Quinn movie. Interestingly enough, I watched it the same day my
Oh, I
friend
won't tell
and
you
I
any spoilers.
did an entire day of watching the Crisis on Infinite Earth crossover that all of the episodes that the Arrowverse TV show,
Yeah.
which was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. It was just very disappointing.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Well, Crisis on Infinite Earth was like the worst thing they ever could have done.
Oh, yeah. They're like, oh, let's destroy our continuity in the hopes of gaining new fans. Why do you hate your audience?
Like Star Trek?
Oh, that's exactly what Star Trek actually.
It's part of my really long Star Trek rant about how you use
Oh my god, this guy.
I have a thing about the Star Trek movies.
I know.
Oh, the third one's not bad.
Third one's really fun. I would tell anyone to watch Star Trek BMX.
It has my favorite moment ever. That is only a moment that happened in my movie.
Aww.
Although I hope it actually did happen.
Oh.
Which is every character in that movie. Star Trek, the new one. Not
It's clear what you mean, just keep talking.
Search for Spock.
Yes.
So every character in that movie instantly takes an opportunity to change out of their Star Trek uniform.
Yeah.
In that movie, except McCoy, Carl Urban. And Carl Urban is the biggest Star Trek geek on the planet.
And what I loved about it is he's like, his going to people and being like, I don't understand you people. They want to give us money to dress like Star Trek characters. Literally millions of people every year pay money to dress like Star Trek characters. And they're going to pay me, all of us, millions of dollars to dress up like Star Trek. Why would you not dress up like a Star Trek character if they're paying you to do it? Are you people all idiots? What I'm saying is Carl Urban is the only sane man on Earth.
So this is the conversation I imagine.
Yeah.
That is.
That whole conversation.
And if you watch that movie again and didn't notice it the first time, yeah, Carl Urban is the only one that doesn't get out of a Starfleet uniform, and it's that was the conversation.
And the best part about it, and the best part about the fact that he does, is that it's like how flimsy the excuse of everyone else who's just desperate to not wear the costume. Yeah. Because Kirk, this is true, gets into an escape pod wearing his Starfleet uniform.
Yep.
And he gets out of that escape pod, which is a flying coffin, no longer wearing the uniform.
Yep.
When he climbs out of it, I'm like, when did you change?
Yep.
And the answer is that's just how desperate Chris Pine was not to be wearing a Starfleet uniform for some reason.
I don't know if preferring Marvel's alternate verse is necessarily the way to go.
Yeah.
I had some major issues with how dark that was.
Oh yeah, I'm not a big fan of the alternate verse myself, but I think the point is, and this is good, if you wanted to completely change DC, create a new continuity where you're free to do whatever you want, and let the regular DC still be there. And that was smart.
Yes, Carl Urban is the best, and I'm so happy to see him getting roles. And if you ever get to see him at like a Comic-Con, definitely go see him. He is the biggest nerd ever, and he's delightful to see.
And like, he's happy to talk about all of the crazy movies he's done.
Like, he, seriously, like, there's no, you know how some actors have, like, yeah, we don't talk about that time. I don't know.
Was on an episode of Xena.
Yeah. No, he's happy to talk about Xena. And Carl Urban he's a huge nerd, and he has no idea how attractive he is. It is fascinating.
People, I think, you'd think that after he started calling him LL Cool Carl. Sorry, LL Cool K, he would have figured it out, but no. He never did. Oh, whoops.
RPG.
This is a weird timeline, yeah. What's that? They're games that random people make using the RPG Maker toolset, rather than like programming their own game. Any fan can make any RPG they would like because this wonderful existing set of assets. Stop making that sound.
Sorry. Yeah, Carl Urban is a huge nerd. He has Stephen Colbert's knowledge, but of Star Trek versus Pope.
Yeah.
Like, he quotes episodes. It is fascinating. What was it he said? Like, none of the other actors had ever seen any Star Trek when he first got cast. He was like, you have to watch Star Trek!
Like, you're in a Star Trek movie.
What the hell?
Why are you not watching Star Trek? Yeah, perfect. Uh-oh! Okay, that was weird. I don't know exactly what happened there,
Yeah,
but
I
I
don't
like it.
understand, like, them announcing it. And I mean, DC used to do that with Elseworlds, which were always just one-offs, but
Yeah. No, but that was a perfectly good thing to do if they did that instead of Crisis.
Well, that's why they had different Earths. You could see a different Earth version.
Yeah.
Like, and that was great. And I do like that. Yeah.
Boom.
Can you turn down the audio?
Eventually. Gotta look in the middle of something, but then yes, I'll turn down the audio. Oh, whoops, I'm out of ammo. Okay, just die already. Alright, so, and I can't stress this enough, what are we supposed to do now that we've blown off all the pieces of his armor? Because the game neglected to mention that. Boom. Yeah, that would have been smarter on a bridge. Like, not trying to overwrite the existing extended universe, since the existing extended universe was what kept Star Wars fans psyched about Star Wars for all of those decades when they weren't making Star Wars movies. And people love those books. They love those characters.
Yep.
They love that elaborate continuity, and then they were just like, nope, we're literally throwing all of that away because, and we can't stress this enough, we don't care about the fans.
Yep.
And they were kind of like prideful in their lack of caring about the fans.
And I still thought, you know, maybe it'll still be good. And,
Nah, they really didn't know what they were doing.
no.
Well, and this caused them to reach a point of we don't know what they're doing, where they, and this is true, it's going to sound like I'm lying because what I'm about to say is so insane. They made a game about lightsabers where you couldn't cut people up. What?
With its armor fully destroyed,
So its body is now
Although I
exposed.
didn't mind the last Star Wars
Take
movies.
the portal and finish this fight. Okay.
It wasn't the worst.
No, it wasn't terrible. It
It wasn't
just
terrible.
not great.
Thanks for lowering my expectations, Star Wars.
Yeah.
So when
Alright, shoot and destroy the 8 body parts. The icon of sin. Shoot and destroy parts will deal no damage. Gotcha.
when I was crazy sick with the flu in January, I rewatched the first 3 Star Wars movies. You know, the original 3, not timeline first 3.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah, Star Wars was good.
Yeah, Star Wars is great.
Although, wow, do I wish Disney Plus would put the original versions
Yeah, that'd be nice.
up so we could choose. Because I'm like, you guys are doing commentary tracks. You're doing all this kind of stuff. Although, seriously, a lot of those movies have commentary tracks. Why don't you put all the commentary tracks up?
That's really
You're
offensive.
Disney. You can do it. It's fine.
So my question is, wow, that's terrible. Do I need to do a video about basic moral theory to explain why the whole Greedo shooting first is such a ridiculous thing? Like, because do people not understand that it doesn't make what do you call it? Oh, that was nice. It doesn't make Han Solo morally questionable to shoot someone who was planning to kidnap him and bring him to a mob boss. Like, Greedo said, I'm going to take you to Jabba or I'm going to kill you here. At that moment, once Greedo had stated that those are the 2 options, it's fine to kill Greedo. There's nothing wrong morally with killing Greedo. You don't have to wait for him to shoot at you before you kill Greedo. In fact, if you do, you're kind of an idiot. Because it means there's a chance you might die when the opposite is what you want to have happen.
I mean, I agree that it might have been a train wreck of a movie, but I don't think it was a train wreck of a movie in the same way the others were. Like, one of the cars had fireworks in it, so it wasn't as horrible because we got to watch a bunch of fireworks go off.
Yes, McClunky Gate. That's what Greedo says now before shooting. They added an extra word.
Why?
You would have to ask famous moron George Lucas.
Well, that's...
Man who didn't write or direct anything but the first Star Wars movie of those, and still gets all of the credit. Come on. There we go. You too. No, Maddie. It is not morally questionable to be a smuggler because we don't know what he was smuggling. If he was smuggling heroin, yeah, he's probably a bad guy. Although, honestly, I'm kind of fine if you want to smuggle heroin. I know that's not a popular opinion to have, but if you want to smuggle heroin, as long as you're not getting anybody killed, it's fine. I'll put it this way. As long as you're giving the heroin away for free, I'm fine with you smuggling heroin. It's adding money to the whole thing that makes me uncomfortable with heroin smuggling.
You know, not the heroin.
No, heroin's fine.
No, it's not.
No, it's not good, but it's better than crime. People getting high on heroin is better than people being criminals.
It's not silly. Anyway.
But the point is... What's that? Alright. But the point I'm getting at is, hey, buddy, Right? We don't actually know what Han Solo was smuggling that would make him a good or a bad person. All we know is he was violating the laws of the Empire, which was a completely, what do you call it, immoral organization that had largely bad laws. So all we know about him is he's a guy who the Empire didn't like. Whoa!
Dude, I'm not actually defending the last Star Wars movie. I'm saying they lowered our expectations so much that I didn't hate every moment in the theater.
No one was in the space
horrible.
breathing without a spacesuit. In the scene you're talking about, they were in the planet. I don't know what the planet's called.
No one
Zertaxis.
cares.
That's why I said Zertaxis, because that's obviously not its name, but it sounds like the kind of name they would give it. They were in the planet Zertaxis' upper atmosphere. They were not in space. That's how they were able to breathe just fine, and that's why when they were blowing up ships, the ships crashed so quickly, because they were still well within, close enough into the gravity well of the planet that it still had plenty of atmosphere. Boom.
Again.
No, Solo's wonderful. You're talking crazy on a bridge. Solo's an action extravaganza that the whole family can enjoy.
I was pleasantly pleased with Solo.
Yeah. Pleasantly pleased.
Yeah.
You know I'm judging you for that.
Yeah.
That's fine. Wow, those missiles take forever to land, don't they?
Again, I'm not saying it was a great movie. I'm just saying I didn't mind it.
No.
It wasn't bad in the way every other Star Wars movie other than Solo was.
Yeah.
It was, you know, I didn't hate every moment in the theater. I
true.
only looked at my watch 3 times.
And as bad as this new Star Wars experience has been, at least we got the Mandalorian out of it.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Hey, show's so good that even people who hate everything love it. Why won't you die? Thank you, God. A lot of people did like Rogue One. I wasn't personally a fan, but I know a lot of people liked Rogue One. I think it's based on the stupidest premise imaginable,
Yeah.
but beyond that,
I'd
I
like
think
to
it's
see
an
that
okay
original
movie.
cut.
Yes, I would very much like to see
The
that first
original-
cut of Rogue One before they reshot 40% of the movie. What?
I get this joke.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a good movie, not a great movie, but pretty cool. It's not a prequel to Moulin Rouge, Maddie?
Huh? Oh, because of Rogue Rouge.
Oh.
It's not funny, but it is
I'm
recognizable
going
as a
to
joke.
assume that was an autocorrect problem. Maddie wrote Rouge one instead of Rogue
I
one.
assume.
But being that we, live in Canada, that might have just been an autocorrect thing.
Yep.
Because, oh my god, does that happen to me all the time.
Where the hell is this cat? So which part of his arms can still be hurt?
Although,
The
how
bottom of the
great
arms?
was Moulin Rouge? Let's talk about that.
We're not talking about
We're
that.
not talking about that. HOGuru does not like Moulin Rouge. We have this argument a lot.
Yeah, I've just never been a big fan of Moulin Rouge. I know people love it. And I get it, but it's just not my thing at all. Quote, Jeff Winger, write some original songs. Alright, I shouldn't have done that. It was a waste, but I just really wanted to. So. Come on, where's this fuel? Gotta go near somewhere.
What?
What?
Since Solo came out, it's confirmed that Han Solo can't fly the Millennium Falcon at all?
I don't understand why.
I don't understand either.
Alright, where's this Hepcat? Oh, there he is. I have no idea what part of him is vulnerable, because every part of him looks like it's been trashed. Ah, there we go. I guess his shoulder? Sorry. Not mean to massively overkill you with this stupid weapon, but... Would you stop walking around for a second, you unbelievable dick, and just let me kill you? There we go.
Seriously, I really want to understand what we're talking about here with the
What?
hope
Ew.
so can fly.
Yeah, it's not really clear. This is the end of the game, yes.
God, I hope so. I'm so sick of this game.
We all are. Although, us for different reasons from you. You're different with sick of it because you hate gore, which is fine. That's your right.
Also, I feel like this game was designed to give people seizures and or migraines.
Oh, 100%. That is the... But it's Doom. That's always been their goal.
I played the first Doom. The first Doom was not this bad.
I think you're remembering it with rose-colored glasses. There are levels in Doom that are literally just like, you're in a dark room, and then strobe lights start happening, and there's demons everywhere.
Really?
Yes. That happens in the original Doom more than once.
Not meant to remember that.
And I say...
Yes, I agree. This section is very drawn out, and oh my god, I'm so sick of this game.
I love boss tip. Hit the 8 parts of the body. Yeah, that's great. Here's the thing. All of his body looks trash, so it's kind of hard to figure out where I'm supposed to shoot. You can put a little, like, model on screen saying which part of him hasn't been destroyed yet. That would have worked. But no. Also, you can't get these guys to swallow grenades, which is really annoying. That's the whole point of grenades, is to have caco demons and their, you know... oh my god, I'm out of ammo again? Ugh.
Yeah, the lack of a story is kind of... yeah.
Well, this one does have a lot more story than previous Doom games. We get into the whole where the Doom Slayer is from and how the what Argent energy is.
Everyone has now turned on this game.
Yeah, well, it's hard not to.
Like, can we just, if you don't finish this tonight, can we just all vote that you just don't finish
No, this
it?
is the final boss. This is the game.
Yeah.
The game is
It's
officially
like,
over.
I seriously thought you'd be done this in the first half hour of the stream, and it feels like it's been 2 hours.
It has.
Seriously, what time is it?
2.5 hours since we started streaming.
Seriously.
No. Alright, he's almost dead. There we go. Alright, now. Get some
You
health
want
back.
Doom the musical? I would actually watch the shit out of that.
Everybody would watch Doom the musical.
But only if The Rock's in it singing and dancing.
Well, obviously.
And Carl Urban.
It's interesting that they've made a TV show now about the creation of Doom. Yeah. About the early days of id Software. Well, Halt and Catch Fire did okay. And that wasn't even about a real company. It's basically the exact same story, except they were making Doom. Oh! Poor little guy. Alright, I believe I have some sort of giant demon monster to finish off. It's weird that one thing that has remained consistent throughout all Doom titles is that the final bosses always kind of suck. And I'm saying kind of, because I don't want to say something really cruel here. But final bosses sucking is just very on brand for Doom. Alright, where was I? Yes. I believe I have to destroy this demon's shoulder. Alright, there we go. All the parts of him are destroyed. Where am I supposed to shoot now? Destroy all 8 body parts. I have destroyed all 8 body parts. Am I supposed to keep shooting him? Like, what's my... Oh, there we go. Ah, finally! It depends on the game, Maddie. I've liked RPG Maker games in the past, and I've disliked them.
What are RPG makers?
I already told you.
What did you tell me?
Ew!
That's gross.
There exists a tool set to help regular people make video games. But they have to look like 90s JRPGs. Remember? Forgot that immediately?
Yep, and it's in one ear with the other.
I figured it
Apparently,
would be.
I have no interest in this. Oh, thank God. Is this game over now?
I keep telling you that.
Told me it was over yesterday.
No, I did not.
You implied it.
I in no way implied. And it was over yesterday.
And you will be
Boom.
their savior. Your strength will be their shield.
Aww.
And your will, their sword. You remain unbroken. For your fight is eternal.
Who blew up the moon? It's not a cool thing to do. Boom!
So it's over?
Yeah, I keep telling you that.
Oh, thank God.
How many times do I have to tell you this game is over?
It feels like we've been playing this game forever.
We have.
Oh. Why are there pictures of people now?
Alright, go back to your book. You've officially become ridiculous.
No, seriously, who is that person?
Someone who worked on the game.
Oh, okay. It was just,
Obviously.
it was odd that you don't normally see pictures of people in the credits.
You don't play many video games. It's very normal to see people in the
Really?
credits. Yes.
Okay. Not in games I play.
Yeah, but you only play Nintendo games and puzzle games. You don't play giant AAA games.
Nintendo games aren't AAA games?
Very few of them. And a Nintendo game is designed from the ground up to have no authorial voice. Like, every Nintendo game is meant to be designed by Nintendo. And you're not supposed to know who worked on it. Like, that's their choice as a company.
I don't know what I did, but thank you?
Damn right, we finished Doom.
Oh, thank God.
Psycho Killer.
Please play something much more interesting than Doom next time.
Ba, 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 ba.
This is the Resistance Network, in what will hopefully be our final broadcast. To all the people of Earth, to anyone listening, the demonic horde has been
I love
defeated.
Vanquish.
The beast, identified by ARC scientists as the icon of sin, was destroyed earlier today by the Slayer himself.
What co-op
With it,
thing?
the majority of the demonic force has dispersed. With the threat decreased, it is important now more than ever that we come together. There is hope. The human race will persevere. Many of the survivors believe the Slayer to be a godlike figure
Aww.
in what was a battle between good and evil of biblical proportions. As humanity struggles to understand what happened to them and why, many look to the Slayer now for answers. But his whereabouts remain.
He is not someone who gives you answers. He just kills monsters. That's all he does. Really? Vita? Why is that unabridged? I can't imagine why that would be. Now to uninstall Doom Eternal and ask for a refund from id Games. We will not be getting that. We will not be getting that refund. Don't worry. Okay, let's do this. Next up. Oh, I see. Yeah, but why would you use an analog stick rather than the D-pad for a fighting game? Thanks, Maddie. I appreciate it. I'll check out what the game is like and see if it's worth covering. Or even coovering. No? She doesn't approve. Apparently the best games of 2012 are up to 60% off. Tell me more.
2012?
Yeah.
That seems
A
oddly
very random thing to do.
So are we seriously just going to watch you shop now?
Yeah. You're welcome. Is there anything here we want?
I can't really see it.
Final Cut Death and Silver Screen Collector's Edition? Good point. That's definitely what we want to play. Is that a photograph of a real person that's been you know, awkwardly painted a little to make it seem...
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, so let's start a hidden object game, everybody. But what to play? What to play?
Well, the last Christmas game went horribly awry.
So the next Christmas game?
No, I'm just saying, hate grew in our hearts towards that game.
It did, but we were drinking. I don't think it's entirely
Did you
the
post
game's
that
fault.
video?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
I will, though.
I got very angry, apparently.
A bad? I don't know what you mean, Spongy. Alright, so... Christmas Stories, Caves and Castles. I really enjoyed that game. Calavera, Cruel Games, Red Riding Hood. Oh, Great Gatsby. You were a fun game.
Messenger? I don't understand.
Oh, an ad. Okay. You kept saying bad instead of ad, and we were very confused.
I'm going to assume autocorrect.
Well, I've found the biggest nonsense title, and that's what
Nice.
convinced me to play it.
Nice.
Can you read that?
No.
I'll just read it for you.
Okay.
Dark Lore Mysteries. The Hunt for Truth.
Okay.
Complete nonsense title.
Yes, I like it.
I have not played the Gatsby 2D platformer game, but we have played two different Great Gatsby hidden object games.
Yes, we have.
And they were pretty awesome.
I'm pretty sure I fell asleep in both of them.
Yep, I think so. I think that's true. I did play the 2D platformer, what was it called? Manos, The Hands of Fate, though. Oh, okay. Cool, Maddie. Just waiting for this bad boy to install. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Talking about ads that play during the live stream.
Ah, I see.
Reminds me of the time that I was at work and I decided to watch the live stream from work and an ad came up and I was like, I guess I can't skip this ad since it's for my company.
Oh.
I feel like you get money, I get money. I feel like I'm now
Thanks,
legally
Unabridged. I'll check it out.
to watch the entire ad,
Nice.
which fortunately was not long.
All right, here we go. I understand that, Maddie, but you better buy my visual novel. Hidden Object Guru here with hot, very old game, Dark Lore Mysteries, The Hunt for Truth. I am the Hidden Object Guru, but you probably know me better as... Wow, that didn't work at all. Something about this game does not want to accept multiple buttons being hit at once on the keyboard.
That doesn't bode well.
Any yard, Jig? Yeah, we're casual. It's a casual game. Are you ing more? Was there a face in the clouds just then?
Yes.
Nice.
And it looks like Trump.
We got a real spooky cloud situation here. Love
Fear
it.
is a tyrant's greatest weapon. His madness and
Ooh.
bloodlust
Okay, yeah, it is about
frighten
Trump.
people to their very souls.
Waka waka!
Died, and not the blood of those he slaughtered sustained him. Our
Sustain.
people have
The
known
blood
2
of those he
years of
slaughtered
peace.
sustained
Only 2
him.
years. Now, evil has returned.
So wait, you got rid of the vampire who was running this part of town, and he only stayed gone for 2 years. But is the Vampire King back, or is it a copycat?
We have arrived, sir.
Is this a hidden object screen? A game?
Yes.
Yay! I assumed, but I should have asked. Last time I thought you were about to play...
We're in Wallachia, so we're literally about to battle Dracula. Nice. Fun fact, Dracula was from Wallachia, not Transylvania as people think of it. Wallachia doesn't exist anymore, and it is part of modern-day Transylvania. I am Father Marius, shepherd of this frightful and downtrodden herd.
Our beloved magistrate was
No,
found
I'm just
murdered last
really
night.
tired.
The magistrate was
Very
pleased
tired,
with all.
and also
Now
drunk.
that he's gone,
No, I'm
terror
completely
has
sober.
overtaken the people.
You do not seem completely
I'm
sober.
completely
I assumed you
sober.
had had a bunch of
Please,
booze with dinner,
you
given
must
how you
see
were
it.
acting.
No, I'm completely sober.
Oh, okay.
Look.
No judgment. Yeah, that doesn't count. Also, your eyes are open.
They were closed at the end.
Okay. Let's see what we can find on the body. Ew.
Pretty much.
He got vampired.
I worked very, very hard today.
Damn right you did.
Ugh.
That's a key? Oh, I thought it was a cross, but it's also a key. To those who wronged me, my retribution will be as quick as your deaths will be slow.
What did I do to make people think I
But
was
wait,
drunk?
I'm so confused. He says my retribution will be as quick as your deaths will be slow. But he lunged out of the darkness and tore this guy's throat out. One of the quickest deaths possible. Does that mean his retribution is actually going to be very slow by comparison? She's not helping at all. Ah, yes. Relish the days you have left, for the night will bring nothing but anguish and death. I will not be as easy to get rid of this time, for the essence of those I execute will sustain me.
What does what even mean?
Same
Driver may
difference.
take the corpse now, Constable, as he's headed in my direction.
I
shall
assumed
accompany you
also
tomorrow.
same difference was in reference to the fact that I said I was tired,
Yeah.
not drunk.
Why wouldn't you
The
assume that?
doctor can tell you more
Yes,
after he
okay.
examines the magistrate.
So seriously, what
In
did
the
I do to
meantime,
make people
see
think
if
I was
you can
drunk?
get the barmaid's
Just everything about your
She
demeanor.
is the
Oh,
one who
okay.
found the deceased.
Doctor can tell you after he examines the magistrat. In the meantime, if you can find the barmaid's attention, she's the one who
It shan't
found
take
the
us too
deceased.
long. The morgue is just up the road.
Ooh.
I will remain on hand to be of assistance to the doctor, but I shall return when the bell strikes 3.
You're very creepy, weirdo. But good work getting rid of that body. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Nice. Oh, that's so cool. Alright, barmaid. Even a fruit bat wouldn't eat this rotten fruit. Those ripe apples are out of reach. Damn it. Wait, the scale of this is all off. That tree is maybe 3 feet tall. How could that apple be out of reach? Like, look at the height of the tree and the height of the door.
Well, and apple trees usually aren't that tall anyway.
No, they're not. Nothing's bothering the horse. Oh, now it's bothering the horse. Strong point. Oh, so we have to finish cleaning the horse's foot. Oh, I need like a knife to grind it out of his hoof. That's actually a pretty that's a pretty good puzzle to put in. Magistrate's office is locked. Alright, let's go talk to this barmaid. Maybe she can give us a knife.
You can't use the stool to pick an apple?
Maybe. Again, look at the height of the stool. Look where the apple was. Is my character 2 feet tall? No judgment if he is. I need to know. Want an apple, buddy? He does not. I'm a little disappointed.
What's that metal thing? Can I use that to help him with those?
It's a key.
Oh.
So no, we probably should not use a key
You've never seen how they clean,
with knives. Yeah. I'm saying it might break the key.
Oh, I see.
Oh, hello. A telescope eyepiece.
Ew!
Well, the thing was rocking, and
What?
we didn't go a knocking.
What?
The carriage.
Oh.
See?
I'm
By the way,
so,
I just want you to look at this carriage and tell me that your first instinct was not there are people getting it on inside that carriage.
Well, now that's all I can see.
What else could you
Oh
think?
my god, insta flashbacks to when my parents and I went to go camping and we had a camper van.
Nice.
Ugh.
Perfectly appropriate thing to bring up, by the way. 100% very on point, and it's what everyone wanted
Everyone
to hear.
should enjoy my childhood trauma.
Lifesaver, word glacé,
Actual hidden object screen.
yeah,
You need an
ink bottle, a flag,
flag.
hourglass, a star, a creb,
You need a sock. There's a
Star.
teddy bear
There was a
somewhere?
starfish.
And thank you for calling it a teddy bear so we know which version of a bear we're looking for.
Sometimes they say bear and they mean teddy bear, but sometimes they say bear and they mean bear.
I mean,
It's very
arr,
disgusting.
arr, bear.
Yes, that's exactly the sound bears make.
I know.
What was I
Have
doing?
you seen a bear? I've seen a bear.
Chalice, rose, hoof pick. Oh, the hoof pick! That's the knife you use to clean out hooves. There's the inkwell.
This screen is a mess.
It is, but that's the whole point of hidden object screens. But because this is an old-fashioned one, hey, look, it's a statue of the actual real-life Dracula.
Because it's an old-fashioned one, so just a bunch of crap thrown on a screen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, this armor plate, because the breastplate, because it's lined up with the paving stones there, it makes it look like it's translucent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. I don't actually know what a hoof pick looks like. I assumed it's a small knife, but
Yeah. Actually, that could be it right there.
that's a spinner.
Oh, it looked like it had a hole at the end.
Oh, I see what you're saying, for the
'Cause
grinding
usually
around
it
the
has,
side.
It doesn't have like a point on it.
This one does.
That one does.
Alright, so we need a chalice and we need a sock. And if we can find one of them, and we're having trouble with the other, we're allowed to use the hint button, because this is an old style game.
So when you use the hidden button, can you say, "Sock it to me"?
Unless we find the sock.
No.
So if you want that to happen... No, I found the sock. Sorry. So to use Lady Guru's famous catchphrase, "Chalice it to me!" I'm kidding. I actually knew where the chalice was. I just wanted a chance to say that.
I was going to say, I chalice our time together.
Or you chalice me to make the right choice here. And say, "Sock it to me." Yes, we got the mosaic tile. Could be a clue up to that. Dragon.
Yay!
Pretzel. Key.
I like it when you go from one hidden object screen right to another. That's a good hidden object game.
It's true. We want as many hidden object scenes as we can
Don't
get.
know why they try to throw other stupid puzzles in.
And we want cleanup screens. We want to come back multiple times to the same screen.
Yes.
And all the stuff we previously picked up stays gone until eventually you've cleaned the whole screen.
I think it's just that the
That's an
horse is
ideal
upset.
hidden object screen.
I don't think there's any actual goings-ons in the wagon.
Goings-onses? No, sadly there aren't. I clicked on his wing and it didn't work. Yeah. But I clicked on his wing and it didn't work. 2 Butterfrees.
Butterfrees. I can't find the lizard.
Is that a Butterfree? No.
Oh, I feel dumb.
That was a very well hidden lizard, I gotta say. Earrings. Oh no, just one.
Oh,
So we
there's the
need a
butterfly,
Butterfree. Yep. And an earring. It's weird that you pointing from, like, the edge of my peripheral vision does, in fact, work.
I know.
Like, my mind can extrapolate exactly where the
I
screen
know,
you're pointing
it's
at.
actually a really
It's
good
kind of
challenge.
strange.
It's just because we've played way too many hidden
Yeah,
objects.
but I now get the point. Yeah. Get it? Get the point? Earring it to me! I thought that was part of the...
So did I.
I could have sworn that was part of the crown. Nothing's happening in the wagon. It was rocking because he kept kicking it over and over again to try and dislodge the mosaic tile from his hoof.
Oh, don't do that.
Hoof. Ow! Always with the hitting me. Tower, nice. Something sparkling away up in the tree branches. I will use this apple to throw at it to find it. That didn't work. Because why would it? Alright.
Oh, see? Like, this is the nonsense I'm talking about.
Yep. Sorry, how do we do this?
I don't know. Oh, you can swap the pieces, it says. Swap and rotate.
Oh, I can swap the pieces. Oh, I didn't realize I could swap the pieces.
So that one
So I need a
obviously
2
goes
and
in
a
the
3,
middle
yeah.
there.
Okay.
And that one on the end of that one goes in the middle there.
Well, obviously, yeah.
No,
I know.
there you go.
Don't worry.
Yeah. So apparently what you need to do is read the instructions.
I don't approve of that.
No, that was in the right spot, wasn't it?
Oh, you're right, it
yeah,
was.
it was.
I just
That's
wasn't
a
paying
6, not
attention.
a 9.
It is. Except it says 9 now.
I know. They really need to put one of those lines underneath the 6s and the 9s, so we
That
know
would
which
have
one it
helped.
is.
Oh, right, I forgot to do this one. Boom. Yes, will do, unabridged.
He will be totes awake.
Well, awake adjacent. Perfect lookout to view the town's inhabitants. Inhabitants?
So Horror King, yesterday at work, as you may have heard, a bird got in my place of work and flew right past my face, which was freaky. So when I called HOGuru to tell him about my day, I was like, today has been for the birds.
Oh,
And that was the response I got.
it's the only stable response there is. Yeah, you keep telling me to interview the barmaid, but you don't tell me where the bar is.
Well, it looks like a bar right there.
This?
Oh, that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I kept clicking the door and it didn't work. Oh, because we had to do other stuff first. The door knocker is missing. Well, we have to go find a door knocker, apparently. She's saying there's something in here. Alright, you've got to stop that now.
Why?
Because I told you to.
It's a fun song.
And yet...
Wait, is that where your telescope piece is?
Of course it's where the telescope goes.
Ah.
Okay, well, we didn't know we could click there. The bat looks hungry for some fresh fruit. Here you go, buddy.
Aw, cute little batty.
Yeah, that bat was unbelievably cute.
Bats don't eat fresh fruit, do they?
Yeah, fruit bats. That's why they're called that.
I guess they do.
Yeah. It's a whole type of fruit bat.
There's your door knocker.
I know. Alright, barmaid. Give me the 421.
Good day, sir. You must be here about
What?
our dear magistrate.
Huh?
My apologies
What?
about
What?
the door, but
Huh?
I have been so
What?
grateful.
What?
My
What?
nerves have
What?
yet to recover.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
The
Who?
magistrate
Huh?
made
Where?
us feel
What?
safe.
When?
Huh?
Since
How?
he stood
What?
up to that
Why?
monster,
What?
What?
Huh?
Captives had returned to our town.
What
People
pun?
started to live their lives again. We owed him our freedom, and
Did I miss a
he
pun?
asked for nothing in return.
I think you might
He
have.
truly was a saint. May he rest in peace. When he left last night, we thought he would return home to his daughter Elizabeth.
Oh
She
no.
was his only
Shoot, Horror
family.
King, I think I missed a pun, and I'm so
Terrible if
upset
anything
now.
happened to her. I have never seen
Oh,
anything
no.
like it. It was so horrible. What kind of monster could have done that to him? Find Elizabeth before that monster does.
So, bubble tea is just tea with tapioca in it, right?
Yeah, as far as I can
So it's just
tell.
like tea and pudding?
Yeah, it's really gross.
Okay. So I'm not like missing something, it is just tea and pudding?
I can never taste it because it always just, I can't get past the weird texture thing. It's like,
Right.
what if you put really chunky, gross, like expired milk in your tea? It's just wrong.
Well, that is what tapioca tastes like, though.
Yes, I know.
Okay, Butterfree? Yes. A broken crest. See, I thought it was that one, but I guess that's not broken. Oh, there it is. A helmet. Oh, you want it? That's a mask. You want a specific helmet. Gotcha. A range. Oh, ring. Sorry.
Bubble tea is milk tea?
I don't understand the difference. Also, who puts milk in tea?
That's true.
Feather.
Well, plenty of
Spindle.
people put milk in tea. I used to. But
You realized what a monster you were?
no, I kept going places and trying to order tea with a titch of milk, and they never understood what I meant.
I would always fill it with milk.
Or sugar,
Ew.
or give me coffee, or I figured ordering just tea with nothing in it, how could they possibly screw it up? They still screwed it up. But then by then I got used to just, and I was like, well, if I'm just going to a place and paying to get just tea,
Oh, that's not a feather, it's
why
a
don't I
fern.
just bring in a kettle to work, heat some water, and make tea?
As much as I'm enjoying this story, you were providing no help on the screen,
okay.
and that's what you're here for.
I am here for help on the screen. I
Gem,
love that.
spear, ring, Shios. Shoes. Pliers. Yeah, help with the screen. Come on. Stop looking at the chat window. Help with the screen. She's no use to me.
I'm sorry, I don't like bubble tea.
Nothing important is
it
being
over
said.
there? On top of...
I don't know what you're
slightly
talking
down
about.
of
That.
your... Oh, there you go.
We need a gem,
Okay.
and we need a spear.
That's not a
And we're allowed to use the hint for one of them.
Is that a gem in the corner of that tapestry? Up?
Yeah.
There you go.
Was that what you wanted?
Yes.
Was it really, though, or did you think that was the gem?
That's what I thought was a gem.
I had actually clicked on that earlier thinking it was a gem. Oh, screw you, that's the spear.
I was actually going to suggest whatever that tool down there was, so...
Makes sense, yeah.
Sorry, no, I don't like bubble tea. I like proper tea. And herbal tea. I also like herbal tea.
No, I've got to grab the telescope. Flip adjacent squares with each other to form two letters.
Ugh, see what I mean?
Yeah, we're not doing this.
Where's the skip button?
Solve. It's there. You have to wait 20 seconds.
Ugh. Bubble tea is yucky.
Okay, we did manage to get it done before the timer ran out, but it was close. Did that do it? That did it! Yay!
Well, that's good, because...
Now to get a
feel
bird's
safe
eye
in here,
near the garlic. I get that. Vampires are scary. What?
You are yucky. It hit me as funny.
Okay. Now I know she's too tired to be sensible. Ooh.
Okay.
We're looking for a vampire.
Okay.
And I know what you're thinking. Vampires don't show up in telescopes.
Yeah.
That's an old wives' tale. It's mirrors they don't show up in.
I would have to, have control of the comment bar thingy to scroll up.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure it was a good pun, though. And if I had, like, a computer or my phone near me,
She would
I
totes do it.
log in and do that, but I don't know what I did with my phone.
That is weird. Allow him
Yeah.
to spend the magistrate's office.
Hopefully
Office
the ringer's
escape
turned
ladder.
on so I can find it later. This isn't a hidden object screen. I'm disappointed.
Okay, well that is your right.
I'm always disappointed when it's not a hidden object screen.
Alright, Mr. Renfield. I know you secretly work for Dracula, because your name is Renfield. But for now, I am going to use your assistance. Yeah, that is my carriage and driver. Oh, I clicked too early. Alright.
Alright.
A pin cone.
A pine cone.
A spider.
Terrified.
I'm shocked as well. Now, what's the third item?
Candle holder. A
Or-
recorder. Handcuffs. Empty bottle. Key. Necklace. 3 masks. Golden cross. Star. And a pigeon. A Pidgey?
I love Pidgeys. Did you say a golden cross?
Yep.
There it is.
Do you need a Butterfree this time? No, we don't.
No we don't, weirdly.
This time I found a Butterfree. I found 2 Butterfrees. Jesus. 3 Butterfrees. Okay.
What is this game doing with Butterfrees?
Maybe we're going to come back to these screens and have to get stuff later.
Yeah, because or it randomizes what you have to pick up each
That's
time you play the game.
Possible.
Some games do that.
Oh, is that that's the recorder that you were just about clicked on right there in blue, isn't it? No.
Where?
Oh, never mind. It's a spine of a book.
Oh, okay.
In my defense, it, kind of looked like a recorder.
I understand completely. Key, recorder,
Oh my god, there's
handcuffs.
a crossbow.
I know. Recorder, empty, bottle. You could have just said bottle. It's not like there's a ton of bottles on screen. Star, candle holder, key, recorder. That's a bow. Hovering in midair for some bizarre reason. Oh, there's the recorder. So I need a star, a key, and a candle holder. Found a key. There's the star. So we just need a... Oh, do you mean candelabra? They meant a whole candelabra, not just a candle holder. Ooh.
Thank you. I wasn't...
We appreciate that.
Actually asking you. I just enjoy a good pun, and I'm lazy. And I'm also slightly worried about what happened to my phone.
What happened to your phone?
I have no idea. That's what I mean.
What do you mean?
I don't know where I put my phone.
You don't know where it is? Okay. Ew!
Yeah. This is...
Autopsy.
Yay!
Mushroom!
We need a gauntlet, a beer stein,
I love beer steins.
bell, rock gem? What is a rock gem? Oh, do they mean like an okay. 2 coin piles. 2 coin piles of all things. A
I don't
padlock,
understand the pun.
Inkwell, empty vial, leaf, doorknob, fan. It was only a matter of time before my terrible jokes and puns finally broke Guru and Lady. Terrible!
Oh, terrible. Oh, I didn't look closely
I
enough
actually
at
did
it.
read that, but didn't, was reading it from across a room with no glasses on, so didn't actually read it.
Yep, she didn't notice the purposeful typo.
I enjoyed it, though.
Inkwell!
It was terrible. Get it? See what I did there? Ugh, I know, I'm ashamed.
I'm ashamed of you. So, leaf. Yep. Door knob. That is not a doorknob somehow. If you were a doorknob, what would you look like? You have nothing to offer?
No.
There's another telescope. There's the inkwell, at least. Alright, so we need a padloche.
Oh, we need a fan.
A beer stein. Oh, we need a fan?
That's the beer stein right there.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Your hand was literally on it.
Padlock. Found a fork. So, doorknob, fan, mushroom.
I don't know about you, but I always hate it when they want mushrooms in hidden object screens.
Yes, they're very frustrating because mushrooms can look like anything. There's so many different kinds of mushrooms. It can be very unfair. What is takoyaki?
I'm going to assume bubble tea based on our previous conversation.
Yes, but I'm like, what flavor or type is it? Okay.
Alright, we need a doorknob and a fan, you say.
I did say that, but I found the doorknob. So now we can take 5 seconds to look for this fan, and then use the, what do you call that thing? Hint button?
I believe it's called a hint button.
Apparently it's called a hint button. I've been saying it wrong all this time.
You have. Oh, cool. There we go.
Empty vial, perfect for getting holy water for protection.
Hey, we never talk nonsense. All of our repartee is very on point and meaningful.
100% on point and
We
meaningful.
improve the discourse at all opportunities.
Yes. Is there nothing to click on in here? There's 0 sparkles. This
Oh
is
wait,
cool.
are you
there
saying
it
we were
is.
talking nonsense because we said we didn't hate the last Star Wars movie?
You fool. You foolish fool. Uh-oh. He got Dracula bitten.
Oh no!
Dracula. Not good at killing people slowly.
Does that sparkle mean there's a hidden object screen?
Presumably, yes.
Yay.
Luggage key. Nice. 1. I want all his tools. Yeah, that's not helpful, Horror King. Boom, let's do it.
Oh, I've had something like that,
Come on.
Maddie, back when I still ate wheat.
Come on. Stop looking at the comments screen. Alright, I'm just turning off the comments screen because you
Hey.
can't be trusted.
I was being polite and reading what people had to
They
say.
understand that we don't.
Okay,
We're not going to read what they have to
insect,
say
2
while we're
chess
looking for
pieces,
it.
handkerchief, coin, naked blade, ooh, 2 shoes, rosary, compass, nail, smelling salts. Okay.
That was quite a turn you had with naked blade.
It's just such a weird way of saying
Well, it means not in
Is
a
that it over
scabbard.
there? Yeah, look, it's over there.
No, it's in a
No.
scabbard.
Oh, that is a scabbard. I don't.
You've gone weird again. And I appreciate that. No one is judging your weirdness.
I enjoy it when it's very specific.
I
About
need a
something.
coin.
Oh, the chess piece is on its side.
Oh, yeah, there it is. That's not a chess piece? No, that's
oh,
a
it's,
seal.
It's a seal.
Yeah.
It did look like a chess piece. In
No,
my
I get it.
defense.
In a certain light, it looks like a chess piece.
Do we need a horseshoe?
We
You
don't.
found the insect. Yay.
I did. 2 shoes, a compass, and a
Rosary.
rosary. The 2 were not matching shoes.
Oh, the rosary's right there. Isn't that
Oh,
the
yeah,
rosary
that's it.
right there? Yeah.
Thank you. Compass, chess piece.
Is that the compass down there? No.
He thinks us doing the bit where we say what over and over again is nonsense. And I
Oh.
say that is the height
Is it
of scripted comedy.
It's not compass.
Chess piece and a compass. There's a creepy mask. Do you need yet another creepy mask?
Chess piece.
Hey, look, it's that thing again. Oh, that's a compass.
I said that.
I
thought
didn't
you
realize that
clicked
was
on
a
it.
compass.
I thought you had clicked on it because I said, "Isn't that?" And then you mouse hovered over it.
Oh, weird.
Who's judging me? Oh, you're judging me? Yeah, you
Apparently.
always judge me.
Famously. I'm known for my judgment of you. Oh, there it is. Boom.
Yay! Thank you, Maddie, for appreciating our comedy.
See, there you go.
It is entertaining.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, which room do we have to go to? Is there more to do here? Oh, yes, his jacket, of course. We'll rob the dead doctor. We're literally robbing him. Oh, I have a scalpel for that. Nice. Why is he keeping around acid? It's very strange.
Oh no, your phone is broken, Maddie?
Oh.
It's not a good time for that, as most stores that sell phones are not open.
President Thomas Hortios, magistrate Dimitri Chasen. Section of sanguination resulting in pulmonary failure. The wound side of the neck does not appear to be sufficiently large enough for the amount of resulting blood loss. It's both the jugular and the main artery, instead piercing the main neck muscle. Opinion of secondary force must have been used to pump, or more likely suck the blood out. Ew. Well, that's creepy. Why, it's almost like we're dealing with a vampire.
And to answer your question, or your, presumed statement, we have lost our minds, but that was ages ago.
Ages and ages ago.
Ages and ages.
The game doesn't have a map, so I have to use a hint to see where we're supposed to go. Oh, cool.
Ugh.
You don't enjoy games of
Pipe Dream?
delicious pipe dream?
I actually like Pipe Dream, only when I want to play Pipe Dream.
I see. Well, that's weird. Oh, I could have gone this way at the start. No? There we go. So you're saying you have to be in a very specific mood to want to play pipe
Yeah,
dream?
I don't want. I find it interrupts the flow of a hidden object game.
I see your point, but it's never bothered me much. Because, pipe dream, it's fun.
I like Pipe Dream. That's the one.
Uh-oh.
Oh, mine has been lost.
Your what has?
My mind.
Oh, ages ago. It's the booze that did it to her.
shot into the outer reaches of the universe.
By which she means she drank a lot of booze. Oh my god, I think they're doing it! Yes! The screen is remaining cleaned up!
Woohoo!
Oh, this is our favorite kind of hidden object screen.
Alright, do we need butterflies yet? Because I know
No.
where all the butterflies are.
We still don't need any butterfrees.
We
Fish.
need scissors, clover, bat,
Pencil.
king. Oh, I know where the king is. It's upside down over there next to the
Yes, it is.
butterfly that's a monarch. Sort
That
of.
is not a monarch.
I know.
It's beautiful.
I said sort of.
Scissors, rose.
Frog.
Another rose?
Oh, Ribbit's in the fountain over there.
Yes, he is. Did you just call a frog a ribbit?
Yep.
All right, we're just going to move on. Scissors, clover.
Okay, can I just say something?
What?
Ladder rung?
Yeah,
You mean like?
the step of a ladder.
Yeah, I know. It's like that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
But we're actually collecting those.
Oh, I did not know that.
That's okay. You haven't been paying attention.
I have not.
And that's
How
fine.
come the fish isn't in the fountain?
Maybe it is and we're just bad at seeing it.
It's very possible. My eyes are very sore.
She can't read simple text relatively close to her now. Oh, the bat. We're supposed to pick up the bat. I love that little guy. Is it the same bat we gave fruit to earlier?
Fossil. I saw a
Maybe.
fossil earlier.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ah, fish. If you were a fish, where would you
Poisson.
be? Did you say croissant?
No, poisson.
Oh, poisson.
Poisson.
Not yet, Horror King, but that's only because I never go anywhere or talk to anyone. Found the knife. Scissors. Fish. Oh, you know about how many eggs did I have?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I should have said that to my dad, but I did not.
Well, she will try it on her father and see how it goes.
If I remember to.
So let's find the skizzers, or
brain
use a
is
hint
going
and then wrap this up. Any lead on that, skizzers?
There's a mushroom on the screen. This time I found the mushroom.
And a hand mirror.
Yeah.
And a belt buckle.
Have you found all
Bunch
the
of
butterflies
Butterfrees.
yet?
I found 4 Butterfrees.
Right.
That's so many
There's a snail.
Butterfrees. Also cool. They've got whatever that is, a teapot maybe. Got some books, got some caviar, got a peach. Is that a peach? I think that's
so.
a peach.
Looks like a peach.
Pomegranate. Got a mask. Seriously, where is this?
2 peacocks.
2 peacocks? Oh yeah, 2 peacocks. Or a peacock and a peahen, probably.
Yeah.
But
that one would be the peahen, that one would be
yeah.
the peacock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't seem to have any elaborate colors going on, and the tail doesn't seem particularly ruffly. But that's got a ton of tail just ready to spring out. I still don't see them.
Neither do I. Just click in that.
Wait.
Oh, I see them.
Oh yeah, now I see them. Okay, that was too difficult. Obviously.
Yeah. It was another trick, but yes, I did.
Oh, it was another brain teaser?
Well, there was a trick in the way it was phrased, if I remember correctly. I think that was the one. It was the math one, right?
Baby!
We had to get to...
Flout.
I forget what number.
I need to find a flout.
You had to pick 3 numbers or something.
An envelope. Matches a key. If you were a key, where would you be?
In a lock.
Bad girl. Horseshoe. Key.
Oh, I don't know where the horseshoe is on this screen. Oh, we need a seahorse. The seahorse is right down there.
There he is. Hey, little buddy.
We need a flute.
Toot, 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 toot.
Wait, is this a flute true to the time or a modern day flute?
Well, I guess we'll find out. Although we have no idea what time this is set.
Well, I assume since there's a horse and carriage.
Well, there's pocket watches too, though.
No, that's true.
So that's elaborate gear production. So it's got to be, what, at least 18th century for that kind of well-made pocket watch?
Flutes still were not what you think of as a flute by that point. More closer, if I recall correctly, but not the same, if I remember correctly.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, you found the key.
And the hat. We were allowed to do the hat on the picture.
Oh, the fan is in between the book pages over there. We did need a fan.
We did need a hand fan.
I found the fan, but I didn't realize we needed it.
Apparently, he sent you a puzzle about snooker.
Snooker.
Which is how British people say billiards. It's actually a different game.
It was all the balls, and you had to choose certain many to...
All right. This is going to be our last hidden object screen of the video, so do you want to find this flout, or do you want me to just hit the hint button?
Is that it at the end of the boat, hidden like it's part of the boat? No?
No.
Could have been.
Good idea, but no. I'm looking for a strong vertical. Is that it? No, that's a pen.
But good try. Oh, it's a candlestick.
I got nothing on this flout.
Yeah.
You have a good night, Horror King.
Oh, good night.
I got nothing. Nope. All right, let's use the hint.
I'm very angry right now.
It was layered on top of a different musical instrument.
I'm very angry.
You
right
sick
now.
son of a bitch.
so angry right now.
This is going to be where we call it for the night. I would like to thank everybody for coming on this journey with us. If you had a good time and you didn't, we didn't scare you off with our screaming profanity at the game's decision to hide a flute in a very
Still
unfair
better
place.
than Doom.
We will see you back here in the next item on the playlist for more Dracula adventures. Which, by the way, and I don't want to judge this game, but how is Dracula nowhere in the title? Like, this is literally a game.
Yeah, you would have played this sooner had Dracula been in the title.
Like, the title of this game is Dark Lore Mysteries: The Hunt for Truth. What about that tells you, by the way, it's about Dracula returning and killing a bunch of people and you having to stop
Yeah, I
it?
really feel like it should have been in the title. I feel like that's, you know...
Also, in the strangest coincidence ever, Big Fish Games this week are doing a sale on 2012 games.
Yeah.
This is a 2012 game.
Oh, wow.
Completely coincidental. Anyway, we'll see you back here in the next item of the playlist for more Dracula hunting, but until then, I'm going to say that's right. Au revoir. You and your judgment.
I have so much judgment for you.
All she can do is judge.
Judge, judge, judge. It's all I do every day.
She loves to judge. I
love
can't
to judge.
I can't question it, but I can judge her in return.
I also enjoy when Guru gets angry.
Most people do. That's why they constantly try to annoy me.
You made the screen go away.
That's also true.
I can't see anymore.
Well, you can. You just can't see what you want to see. So,
No, I can't.
hey, Spongy Bois. See you soon. We're going to wrap up the stream here. I know, you just missed the ending. Well, he saw a bunch of the rest.
Yeah.
So, we'll see you back here for more, but until then...
What are we playing tomorrow?
Let me check. Some of that, I guess. But yes, we're loading up the new Ori game. I told you.
Oh, right. Okay, so no Doom.
Well, Doom's...
And if there
I
was-
don't believe there is a Doom game.
And if there is ever a reason to tune in tomorrow, it's because we're not playing Doom.
That's fairly true.
I actually mean that. It sounded like I was being sarcastic.
Schoolwork is the worst, Spongy, but I hope you did it well.
Is the worst.
We'll see you back here tomorrow for more awesome video gameage. But until then, I'm going to say that's right. Au revoir.